Hi everyone, welcome to Wednesday. It is a beautiful day outside, which is why I am teaching this class outside. I hope you all have been enjoying the day, getting outside, going for walks. There are lots of people out today, so get outside. It's an awesome day. So this is going to be a fairly short little sequence. We're going to get into our shoulders a lot, a little bit of hip action here. So as always, please, this is your practice. So step onto your mat with intention. If something doesn't feel good in your body, don't do it. I am just your guide. You don't have to do everything that I say. So this is just an enjoyable practice to, get ourselves moving and breathing. And yeah, so we will go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and scoot back here. And we're gonna get started. You don't need to have any props for this if you don't want to, but since this is a slower class, if you wanna have pillows or anything like that, you are at your house. So grab some pillows if you wanna come into Shavasana or whatever you wanna do there. You can always use pillows for support in this practice as well, okay? So go ahead and come into a comfortable seat. You can be cross-legged if you want to, whatever that looks like for you. And then just go ahead and let the sits bones plant into the mat, lengthen the crown of the head up to the sky, get lengthened space in your spine. Let your shoulders just fall down your back, and then your hands can just land wherever they land. And then close your eyes. And just arrive here on your mat. I was reading today that stepping onto your mat is almost like stepping into a church or a synagogue or whatever. And so it's good to, when you step on your mat, just have reverence and respect and come up with an intention for your practice. This is like your little magic carpet here. So what is it that you want to accomplish through this practice? Then starting from the very top of your head, start to scan your body all the way down to your toes, just noticing anything that's present for you in this moment. Whatever that is, both in body and mind. And then whatever it is that may be coming up, if there is anything, just breathe into it. Breathe with it. Know that if it's an emotion, it is one that you have probably felt before, you will feel again, and it will go away. It's temporary. We are meant to feel all of our emotions. And go ahead and begin to notice your breath. And I just want you to notice where in your body you feel the most movement as you inhale and you exhale. If you want to place one hand on your belly and one on your chest, that might be comforting, and you can also notice where you feel the most movement as you breathe. And then inhale through your nose, draw the breath up through the base of your spine, fill up your belly, your ribs, your chest, all the way up to the top, as high as you can. And then exhale, let it all go. So empty completely out and hold for a second at the bottom. And then inhale, fill up belly, ribs, chest, all the way up to the top. Hold it for a second. And then exhale, let it all go, empty completely out. And then hold it for a second at the bottom. So remember to hold it for a second at the top and the bottom. Now we're gonna do this with the shoulders. So inhale, lift the shoulders up to the sky. Hold it for a second. Exhale, let it all go. Exhale out of your mouth. If you need to let noise let it come out, then let it come out. Do that again. Inhale, fill all the way up. Exhale, let it all go. Hold it for a second. Last one. Inhale, fill all the way up. Hold. Exhale, let it go. Hold. Seal your lips, let your shoulders hang. Then just begin this audible ocean sounding breath, inhaling through the nose and then exhaling through your nose. Constrict the back of your throat slightly, almost like you're fogging up a mirror in front of your face. So you're contracting those throat muscles in the back just a little bit. Excuse me. And keep with this breath. Nice ujjayi. I love this breath because it reminds me of being on the ocean. Or being on the beach, I should say. The waves crashing in and out, that's what you're doing with your breath, which is why it's called an ocean sounding breath. And as you are creating a rhythm to this breath that you are going to ride for the entire rest of this practice, I'm going to read you a little something that I came across today. I think it's good for these times right now. It's called Stay in the Present Moment. Stay in the present moment. That's where you find life's magic. How overwhelmed we feel when we anticipate the future, all that needs doing, all the tasks, the work, the potential problems, the responsibilities. How tired we become when we dwell on what we've done already, the energy we've expended, and the imperfect results. Yes, sometimes to stay in the present, we need to visit the past, to clear out an old feeling, to heal an old limiting belief. But that visit can be brief, and sometimes we need to think about the future, to make commitments, to plan, to envision where we want to go. But to linger there can cause unrest. It can spoil the moment we're in now. Stay in the present moment, and the past and the future will fall naturally and easily into place. Stay in the present moment, and the magic will return. Go ahead and begin to crease your eyes open. Go ahead and let your fingertips fall down next to your sides. Then you're going to inhale, sweep the fingertips way, way back as far as you can, and then up. So do this slowly on your inhale. Look up to the sky, look up to your fingers, and then exhale. Bring your palms down, bring your forearms together, elbows together, bow down. Feel that stretch in the back. Inhale, lengthen the fingertips straight up to the sky. Exhale, reach the hands back and down. Good. Now, keep your fingertips pointing down at an angle. Maybe you even touch the mat, but really actively try to reach the whole entire time to get that stretch. And then go ahead and tilt your head to the right. And then if you want to use that right hand to kind of put a little pressure on your head to get a deeper stretch, you can do that. Good. Inhale, come all the way back. And then go ahead and do the other side. So tilt your head to the left, and then if you want to bring the left hand up, really reach with those right fingertips. Good. Go ahead and make your way back up. Just roll the shoulders out backwards. So up and back a few times, and then go ahead and roll them forward, staying with the breath. And then reach your left arm out, bend your elbow, grab onto your left wrist with your right hand, make a chicken wing with the right elbow. And then go ahead and tilt your head over to that right arm. And then here, go ahead and begin to tilt your head forward and back. Maybe opening the mouth a little bit to stretch out those muscles in the right side or the left side of the face, the neck. The dogs are happy they're outside. There's a spot that you want to just kind of chill out in and breathe into. You're welcome to do that. Good. Go ahead and bring your head up. Go ahead and switch sides. Reach the right arm out. Grab the right wrist with the left hand, make a chicken wing with the left arm, and then tilt your head over to the left. And then again, with your breath, if you want to begin to tilt your chin forward or back, go ahead and do that. If there's a spot that you want to stay in, breathe into. Have awareness of what's happening in your body. Have awareness of the muscles you feel being stretched. Breathe into that. Your breath is the most important thing in this practice. Everything else is extra. The movement is extra. You'll get that over time, but really mastering the breath is what makes a difference. Good. Go ahead and make your way back through center, and then go just look up and down. And then maybe you want to hold your head looking up, open your mouth, feel like the neck and the jaw stretch out here a little bit. And then as you look down, maybe you use your hands to press down, get the back of the neck stretched out here a little bit. Good. Go ahead and lift the head up. Then just bring your left arm across your body. Come into a shoulder stretch here. Stay with that ocean sounding breath. And go ahead and switch sides. Good. Go ahead and bring both hands down and just look from left to right. Maybe you want to pause in one direction and then the other. Go ahead and clasp your hands behind your back. And then maybe pull down onto or push your fingertips down, I should say. Bring the palms together, or as together as they can go. Feel that stretch in the back body and the front body. And then option to stay here, or you can begin to hinge forward and bring the hands up. Now, if you don't want to do this at all, you can also just unclasp your hands and walk your hands forward. That's always an option too. Good. Go ahead and make your way all the way up. And then from here, just come into a tabletop pose. So you'll stack shoulders right over wrists, hips right over knees, tuck your toes for more support. You're gonna inhale, melt your belly, lift your chin. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, tuck your pelvis. Inhale, melt your belly, lift your chin. Exhale, round the spine, tuck your chin, tuck your pelvis. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, or round the spine up. Good, and then from here, come back into a neutral spine. Go ahead and make sure your feet are tucked and sit back onto your heels. So we're coming into toes pose here. This is gonna stretch out to the bottom of your feet, the fascia in your feet, which is really good to do. If this is absolutely uncomfortable, the longer you hold this, the more intense it gets. So you can always bring pillows or a block underneath your knees to elevate your knees. You can also come up onto your toes like this. Either way, just stay here with the breath. Be here for a few more rounds. I know it gets uncomfortable here. Last round here. Good. Go ahead and make your way forward. Come into tabletop if you want to kind of smack out the top of your feet, just gently, just to get that counter. Feels good to kind of tap that out. If you want to come all the way back and try to lift your knees to stretch out the tops of the ankles, the tops of the feet here, this feels pretty good. If it doesn't though, do not do it. Good. And then from here, we're just gonna come into child's pose. So bring your big toes touch, knees as wide as comfortable. Sink your chest down, sink your head down. If you want to shift from side to side, if you want to stack pillows underneath your chest for more support, you're welcome to do that as well. And then go ahead and bring your right arm underneath your left armpit here. So we're threading the needle. This is one of my favorite upper body stretches. So there are two options here, and I kind of want you to figure out which one works best for you. Really reaching with the right fingertips and getting a twist in the spine will really get into your low back. But if you want to get more into your shoulder and into your arm, you can begin to reach forward with the left fingertips and maybe try to twist your body toward the right, toward that right shoulder. So you're pressing your arm down onto the mat and twisting your body towards the other side. This will get more into the shoulder. So kind of figure out which sensation or which stretch that you need. Good, and then come through center, go ahead and switch sides. Reach the left arm underneath the right armpit. And then really reach far with the left fingertips. Maybe even raise your right arm up to the sky. Or if you want to get more into that shoulder, reach the right fingertips straight forward, and then press your arm, and then almost twist toward the left, so the opposite side of where the left fingertips are reaching, if that makes sense. Good. From here, go ahead and make your way back up through center. Come back onto your butt. And then bring the hands underneath your shoulders. Point your fingertips towards the backs of your feet or your heels, and then lift up, come into reverse tabletop. So this is a good shoulder stretch too. You can shift forward and back. Sometimes I like to do that, but again, if it doesn't feel good in your body, don't do it. If you want a little bit of a challenge, if you want to lengthen the legs and come into reverse plank, you can do that. But again, you don't have to go that far. Go ahead and lower your seat all the way down. Shift onto your mat, onto your belly. And then bring both arms out long to a T. You're going to bring the left hand underneath the shoulder. Come onto your right side and bring the left foot on the outside of the leg. Now my right hand is straight out in line with my shoulder. So I'm getting a nice shoulder stretch, chest here, little spinal twist. Breathe into this. Good, go ahead and make your way back through center. Other side, extend the left arm out long, bring the right hand underneath the shoulder, come onto your left side. Go ahead and make your way back through center. Go ahead and press up. And then come into a seat. Go ahead and move the skin and the muscle and the extra padding out from underneath your sits bones here. Snuggle your sits bones into the mat or your floor. Option to keep the knees slightly bent. Toes are flexed forward. Chloe, move. Inhale, lengthen the arms up to the sky. Dogs. And then exhale, fold forward. So we're coming into a seated forward fold. These dogs, if I put them inside, they'll just bark the whole time. So this is the least annoying way to do this right now. And then just breathe here. Feel the hamstrings. Good. And then inhale, make your way up. Go ahead and bring your feet together on your mat. Bring them in towards your hips. And then press your arms down onto your legs. Get the inner thighs stretched out. So there are a couple of options with this. You can stay here, and then maybe you kind of open your feet like a book. Another option here, if you can flex this far in your hips, if that's not available to you, then that's no problem. You can just stay here. Or you can begin to kind of snuggle your arms underneath your legs and bring your elbows down to the mat and then kind of cup your feet. This is also a nice little shoulder stretch too. This is called turtle pose. Good. On your inhale, go ahead and make your way up. And then shift down. We're just gonna come down, reach the arms forward, and just slowly roll down one vertebra at a time onto your back. Then scoot your heels up by your glutes. You can scoot your shoulders back and down. You can maybe touch your heels with your fingertips, and then on the inhale, lift your hips. So you're pressing into your heels. Feel that nice stretch here. If you want to clasp your hands underneath your back by shimmying your shoulders together, you're welcome to do that. And go ahead and exhale, roll it all the way down here. Good. Now from here, lengthen your left leg out long, draw the right knee into your chest. And then you can bring that knee out around the rib cage. You can make circles. You can roll out the ankle here. And then when you're ready, guide your knee across your body. Extend your right arm out long. Come into a spinal twist. A supine spinal twist is my favorite spinal twist. I think it's because gravity is helping me get deeper into the pose. Either way, keep your right shoulder grounded into the mat. Don't let it float up. That's the anchor for your twist. But if you want to shift your hips or your legs around, you can do that. Go ahead and make your way back through center, switch legs, extend the right leg, left knee hugs into your chest. You can bring it around your left rib cage up into your armpit here. If you want to roll out the ankle here, you can, or circle around the knee. Sometimes that feels good to kind of just get the hip joint lubed up here. And then when you're ready, you can guide that knee across the body. Extend your left arm out long. Keep the left shoulder on the mat. Adjust the legs if needed. Then bring both knees back into your chest. Go ahead and cross your right leg over your left, and then maybe grab for your feet. This is called cow face pose. So you can even grab your legs if you need to. This is just a nice outer thigh stretch here. But if this is not available to you, then that's fine. You can just come into figure 4 pose with your right ankle onto the knee. This is also a nice option for the outer hip if you want to come into that shape instead. You may rock from side to side. Good. Go ahead and unravel and then switch sides, left leg over the right, cross the legs, grab for the feet or the ankles or the shins. And try to pull them towards you. The more you pull them towards you, the better of a stretch you'll get. Again, you can come into that figure 4 pose if you'd like. And go ahead and unravel, bring both knees into your chest, and then just circle out the knees here. Just make big circles with the knees. Massage out your low spine. One direction, and then you can switch directions. And then go ahead and grab onto your feet, the outsides of your feet. So your elbows are inside the knees. Grab onto the outsides of the feet, the big toes, the ankles for happy baby. It's one of my favorite poses. You can rock from side to side here. You can extend your legs if you want to. Sometimes that feels good. If there's any other shape that you want to come into, you can go ahead and come into it. Otherwise, slowly begin to make your way into your comfortable resting pose. Just get completely comfortable. You're at your house, so use pillows underneath your knees or underneath your back. Whatever feels good. You can even have legs up the wall. Just let your body be heavy. Remember to stay in the moment. These are times where I know that is tough to do that. A lot of people have anxiety from looking into the future because it's uncertain, but staying in the moment is really the key. Being content in the moment, enjoying dogs and children and things you like to do in the moment is really the best thing to do, not just now, but always. So you're welcome to stay in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. I will say namaste here. The only other thing I want to say is I just had a yoga project program come out, last night or the night before last. It is called At Peace. It's a 7-week long series, and it corresponds to the chakras or energy bodies, energy systems in the body. Kind of awakens those, and it's just not, it's not only sequences, but it is also journal topics and everyday and support with me and mantras and things like that. So if you feel like this would benefit your life at all, my intention is to have people discover things about themselves, unite mind and body, just awaken the energy systems to kind of deepen your practice. So if you have any interest in that or just have any questions about it, just reach out to me through direct message. My email is Liana, Liana fit at gmail.com. So thank you guys for coming, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, namaste.